You know what I noticed about this movie? There is absolutely no product placement in the thing. I was like, hey, this is like the first movie I've seen all year that doesn't have product placement in it. And I love it when movies do that because they keep it to themselves. They're not going Hollywood. They're not selling out. You know, it's just they can make a good movie without selling out to make money with, you know, product placement. It's annoying. Red State.
Hi, I'm Kevin Smith, fat guy that got thrown off the plane. I got a new movie. It's called Red State, and you're going to get to see the teaser right here on iTunes, man. This ain't a comedy like Clerks and Mallrats. This is a horror movie like Jersey Girl. Thank you.
Kevin Smith used to be my favorite director of all time. He's in my top 5, but I still love the man. My favorite now is Christopher Nolan because he's Christopher Nolan. I like all his movies. But Kevin Smith used to be my favorite. Kevin Smith's new movie, Red State, is taking a different turn to what he usually does, which is movies like these, which is all of his other indie movies. He's got Clerks, and he's got Jay and Silent Bob, which isn't as indie, which, yeah. Chasing Amy, which is one of my favorite movies. It is a great movie. These movies are all really, really good, and I thought I'd just put them up there because they're good movies. His directing style, I really like it. He doesn't go over the top with it. He doesn't do little. He gets his good camera views. You can always tell what's happening. He's not like Michael Bay where you do some fucking explosion and the camera's and you don't know what's happening. Even though there's not many explosions in this movie, it's like 2 or 3. But that's not the point. It is a thriller / horror. It is a good movie. I actually don't know what I would classify this movie as, a horror or thriller. I'm not sure. I don't know. It kind of does its own thing. It is an indie movie still. This is still his movie. He wrote it. He's directed it. He chooses the cast. He does everything like that. He even made the trailers. It is his movie, and it is his first time taking a really serious step out of his normal movie making.
See the face of Jesus on my way tonight. This says to me, old sinner, come on in.
Let's talk about the actual movie itself. It is written and directed amazingly. Honestly, the dialogue in this movie is perfect. There is like 20 minutes, like 10 minutes in, they're already getting into shit, okay? 10, 20 minutes in, they're getting into shenanigans. They're getting into shit. This is when shit goes down. The 3 main people, if you would call them the main people, because they don't turn out to be the main people, you don't really know who the main cast is until the end. Which I like in a movie. I like it when they do that. The trailer doesn't really show much of the movie. It shows it like in a different way. You don't expect the movie to end and to be like it is. You expect it to be all religious, just them getting tortured. But it's more about the cops trying to save them and they don't know what's going on inside that house. We're seeing the police side, but it's also really suspenseful seeing the other side of the kids. And that turns out to be completely different than you expect. This movie is not what you expect. I expected it to just be straight up, they're going to try and escape, they're going to get out, the police are going to be there to save them. No, this movie is different. Kevin Smith really displays a good point in this movie about cults, like religious cults, and what they believe in and how it's over the top, how it's stupid, and he really gets into that with like 20-minute conversations. If you've ever seen Chasing Amy or Clerks, you know that there are conversations that go for 20 minutes that are about this simple thing, but they go into so much detail that you feel like you're in the conversation. There are so many of those conversations in this movie. It's what I like about a Kevin Smith movie. You don't have to, you can watch a very long movie and it doesn't have to have explosions or gunfights. Even though this movie does, it still keeps you very much involved with the movie when it's just dialogue. And that's what I really like about this movie.
I see the face of Jesus in that great white light. And my Savior makes me whole again. In his shining eyes. In his shining eyes.
It doesn't look like a good movie from the trailer, but the movie is actually a very good film, and it is in my top 10 of the year. This is a great movie, and you have to see it because it just displays such a point, and then it just completely changes the movie's tone 2 or 3 times, which at one point is actually a bit annoying. It kind of changes the tone completely. It goes from like suspenseful to just bang 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 and shootout for like 20-30 minutes, and then it goes into another thing, which was cool, but I didn't like the transition. It just kind of happened, which was good, but it's not the best thing. It didn't really involve me into that part of the movie, but it's not a big problem. It was actually really funny when it wanted to be. It had some good funny lines and shit like that. It's a very good movie. It's directed amazingly, written really well, and you have to see this. It's one of Kevin Smith's best work. I'm going to give Red State 4.5 out of 5 stars. It's a must-see movie that I will buy on Blu-ray when it comes out, because it hasn't come out here yet. It is a great movie. 4.5. I cannot... You have to see Red State. It is a good movie.
I see the promise of all forgiveness to set you free. I see the face of Jesus on my way this night. And my Savior is there to comfort me. I fear God. You better believe I fear God.